Imagine this, you've invested thousands of dollars in masterminds, private coaches, programs, all about wanting to learn how to make your next, six-figure funnel and system and strategy and all of this, and learning the automations and posting content and doing all the things, checking all the boxes, but you are still not just one funnel away from making, your next 50K cash collected month or having the financial stability that you've craved in your business. And you're wondering why. Well, in today's video, we're going to break down a couple of unhinged opinions and things that you might be missing in this whole world of making money online. What I'm going to try to break down in this video is why most likely the strategies you've been trying haven't worked yet, and what to do instead, like really what to do instead. And I'm not going to break down a complicated funnel or just, I have tons of videos on funnel strategy and email marketing and everything you need to know. But this video, we're gonna just get real here, okay? So let's just dive into it. I'll start with saying something that might make you just super cringe and be like, Marissa, you're absolutely crazy. And that is, try making money offline, okay? Because not all the strategies and a cookie cutter box thing are made and intended for you and your business. As much as I hate and admit saying this, like, not everyone should be starting a YouTube channel or a podcast or posting 100 reels a month on Instagram or running paid ads or doing cold reach or traffic, right? All of those things work. Trust me, all of they will. Like, I've tried all of it, really. But here's the thing. It depends on what stage you are in business that's really going to catapult you to that next thing. Okay. I was on a sales call one time with a guy who was like, I just want sales. I just want 2 clients per month. And he literally spit out a list of things similar to the list I just said. He's like, well, I hired an agency to do cold outreach for me. Didn't work. I got on LinkedIn and I messaged all types of potential clients in my niche. It's not working. I'm doing YouTube. You can see on my channel, I'm, modifying the thumbnails and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, it just sounded like doom and gloom coming from this guy's mouth. And I could see right through him and tell him, like, look, bro, your mindset is shit. Like, your belief system is absolutely insanely limiting for you, okay? Because his focus was purely on lack and the not having and the things that are not working. So naturally, he was attracting all of that, okay? So no matter what he tried, no matter what super secret funnel or method or outbound strategy he tried, it just went to the dumps because his focus on the lack and just his confinement of him being in this hole in his house, in his room by himself, and just having a pity party of like, I can't do this, nothing works for me. That is what he was emitting into the universe, and unfortunately the only thing he was attracting. So here's my thing. If you're finding yourself in a similar situation and the frustration is just like, oh my God, where's my next client coming from? You need to get outside. There's so much nowadays about making money online. It kind of even makes me sick to my stomach. Yes, I have a make money online channel, but you have to go back to the basics, okay? I learned this the very hard way of like, how much money am I leaving on the table by not getting outside? And what I mean by that is not getting out and meeting people and connecting. Okay, the whole make money online niche and everything kind of started to come to fruition, I think, and got really popular in the mid 2010s, like 2014, 2015, and then just going on. All right, and then the whole thing was super like, how do you make money online? And nowadays it's like, where have you been living under a rock to not understand how to make money online and how these funnels work and everything? Like, no shade if you still don't know or haven't figured it out, but it's just a reality. It's so easy to figure out nowadays. But what's not easy to figure out is how to sell something to someone in person, okay? And this might be your next best thing to doing, okay? So what this means is like giving a presentation or talking to people, even if it's a small group of people of like 6 or 7, and giving a presentation on what your expertise is and what you love, and then selling those people and just literally saying at the end, if you'd like to learn more, maybe want my help with this, let me know. Like, it's that simple. And I actually figured this out when I went to my very first big conference in Georgia. Okay, it's called the Podcast Summit, and the guy who runs it his name's David Shands. Amazing guy. And what I realized was like, oh my God. Like I invested, I forget how much the ticket was. It was like maybe $800-900, and then flights for my husband and my son. And so that was another, I don't know, $1,500, like whatever, however much the investment was, like $2.5, $3K to go and everything. But the crazy part was my intention was not selling at all. My intention was just to have fun, learn about podcasting, and that was it. But I walked away with over $20,000 in gross sales. Like I think maybe like 22 or something, 23 in sales, because I just talked to people in person. And when I introduced myself, I was like, yeah, I'm a YouTube business coach. They're like, oh my God, YouTube is what I need. Because these were a bunch of podcasters, and they're like, naturally, I need my podcast to be on YouTube. And that was it. And this was me just like talking very briefly to people in the halls. It was just like rubbing shoulders and passing by, like, oh, what room are you going to? Oh, by the way, what do you do? Like, oh, I'm a YouTube business coach. They're like, oh my gosh, I need you. Like, give me your number. So I probably had maybe 7 to 8 people that I followed up with after, and that followed up with me, right? And they even text me like, hey, let's connect after. I'm like, okay, great. And I was able to close like over 20K in sales, which is amazing, right? And my investment of going to this thing like 10x. So it made me think, I'm like, I might just be doing this whole make money online thing wrong, right? I might need to just get out and be in person. And so I didn't even follow my own advice, but the whole point was, okay, this is the strategy like that really works. Like, you don't need funnels, you don't need AI, you don't need all this and that. Like, you just go out right now. Like, if you have and live in a city, in a town of 100,000 people plus, you live in a big enough city to do this. You live in a city where you can have meetups with people, right? There's networking events. Tune into your chamber of commerce in your local city. Like, what is a chamber of commerce? A chamber of commerce, for those of you who don't know, is an organization in your city that helps promote local businesses, okay? And it doesn't matter if your business is online based, that counts as a business. And so people, like, I went and contacted our chamber of commerce, and there's people that have window tinting businesses, a bunch of daycare businesses. There's people that have, cookie baking businesses, all kinds of really cool businesses, not to mention like the attorneys and the real estate people. And so basically it's like, hey, where can you get in and give your next presentation? Is there a local university in your city? I'm willing to bet there is. If you don't have a big university, you probably have a community college. You probably have a smaller university. I know that around me in my hometown, there was a state university. There was like 3 community colleges, and you can call the department that is, in your niche and be like, do you guys need a presentation, someone to break down this topic? And they're like, yeah. Can you speak next week? It's like, yes, of course. There's a women's group in my local area where it was all the women entrepreneurs that wanted to get together and collaborate and just vibe, because we were all women entrepreneurs, right? And moms. And that opened my eyes as well. I didn't actually get clients from that event, but I didn't really try. Like when I spoke, I spoke about self-love and all these other things, but it just made me think, I'm like, if I just invite, 15 of these women to a networking event where we have breakfast and I talk about YouTube marketing, guaranteed I'm walking away with 3 to 4 people that sign on to my services. Okay. So all that to be said is I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I will be having or going to many more events this year, and also hosting an event where even if it's just 10 people, right? Not even to sell, just to give value. If the intention is like, let me give value, let me have a fire presentation where we can connect. The thing is is it's in person, it's in the flesh, completely different vibe, okay? And it just reminds me of like, okay, why am I such a huge fan of YouTube? It's because it's the second best way to market and make money besides being in the flesh, right? It's the second best thing to shaking someone's hand in person. What's the first best thing? Well, it's being in person, okay? So COVID is long over. COVID-19, like all that drama, making money online became ever so important. Like this is not negating that you need the online systems and the funnels. Like this doesn't take that away. But this just says like if you are going through perhaps a dip right now or really need to bring in the cash quickly, it's like, look, what could I do within the next week? How could I have a presentation and give an in-person presentation fast? It's like, tap into your community. All right. Like this is, my brain became so washed to thinking that all I could do is generate leads and money online. Like, no, like there's hundreds of thousands of people around you. And to think that there's not one person in your city or town that can't buy from you, that's absolutely absurd, because there is. Okay. So that's, I guess, what I wanted to say today is this is a little bit different video of what I normally talk about on this channel, but I couldn't help but talk about it because this in-person strategy, let's say you plan to do it 3 times a year or something like that. This is incorporated into the strategy of what you're already doing, of creating content online, of having AI, leveraging AI to perfect your enrollment scripts, to help you with cold outreach, to help script your YouTube videos and help create your funnels and your copy for your funnels and all of that. This is incorporated with all of that. Okay. So if you appreciated this video, definitely check out the video up next where I'm talking about how I'm leveraging this AI voice agent to turn $27 buyers and low ticket buyers in general to 10K plus clients. It's a really good one. Just click right here and I will break it all down.